All right, everybody.
Alrighty.
We just got done watching Survivor Series 2024 War Games. Or sorry,
Yep.
War Games, as they say.
Jesus Christ. Uh, it was alright.
Austin said,
Like,
I mean, it was alright. Like,
nah, bro. Compared to last year, though, I don't know. Maybe it's just a high. I had up to a high standard, I guess.
mm,
But let's talk about the show first of all.
yeah. Aside from Austin's high standards, let's talk about the show.
Go fuck
Fucking,
yourself.
but so there was 5 matches on this show. There was 2 War Games matches and 3 title matches. So, first of all, the event took place in fucking Vancouver, Canada. Um, and it started off with the women's War Games match. Um, they also advertised Saturday night's main event, which is going to be the next pay per view on December 14th. And the
Yep.
only matches for that so far is Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens and Io Sky and Liv Morgan.
Oh, they had the tournament,
Oh
the
yeah,
tournament
the
finals.
the Women's United States Championship tournament.
Yep.
Fucking. But we started with the women's War Games match. It was Team Liv versus Team Rhea. So honestly, this didn't really even need to be a War Games match. This just kind of felt like they were doing it just because people were going to complain if there wasn't a women's one.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know,
honestly, it
man.
probably would have been better if they had a War Games with the Wyatt Six and the Final Testament
Yeah,
rather than this.
what would have been better, honestly, if they would
Hmm.
stop doing this fucking rivalry with Rhea and Liv. I'm so tired of it, dude.
Well, Austin, on the press conference, Rhea said, "I'm not done with Liv yet." So
Be done, bro. God damn.
I bet you they're gonna drag this out till Mania. I bet you.
I swear if they drag it out till Mania,
But
dude.
so Team Liv consisted of Liv Morgan, the Women's World Champion, the WWE Women's Champion, Nia fucking Fat, and Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton, Raquel Rodriguez, and for no reason at all, Candice LeRae. This was just
Because
random because Liv and Nia faced each other like at Crown Jewel, so I don't know why they were teaming up here. But then Team Rhea consisted of Rhea Ripley, um, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Bailey, and Io Sky, which it was originally supposed to be Jade Cargill, but she got taken out by a mystery attacker, so she got replaced with Bailey. And this this was just kind of thrown together, like because like obviously like for Team Liv, like Liv and Raquel, that makes sense. And then they just throw Nia and Tiffany in there just because, and then Candice LeRae is just kind of in there because.
I think she's involved with Nia Jax. I
Mm.
think.
And then Rhea, like obviously she's going against Liv, and then the rest of her team is just like Bianca, and I get Bianca and Jade were having a thing with Rhea and Liv, or with Liv and Raquel, and then fucking Naomi is just kind of randomly there, and then fucking Bailey is also kind of just randomly there, and Io is also just randomly there. Like, This whole thing is weird too because they had Io win a number one contenders battle royal to face Liv Morgan, and then after that, like all of a sudden Io just gets put into this just out of
Yeah,
nowhere. It's just like okay, and fucking, but also fucking Dakota Kai just came back, so they're not really doing anything with Dakota or Kyrie at the moment. I'm assuming they're going to be in the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament, but it's just like the booking for this is very, very just strange. Like it almost felt like they had to throw something together because if they didn't have a women's war games, people were gonna fucking give them backlash for it. But nevertheless, the actual match itself, it started off with Nia Jax and Bayley. Fucking hell, this match was bad. Like the first half of this match was so bad because Nia
yeah.
Jax cannot fucking wrestle to save her life. Like she was botching everything, whether that was giving somebody a move or taking a move from somebody. She fucking she did her best fucking emulation of the Hulk Hogan chair shots. They were so fucking bad. You could
They
hear
were so
Nia
accurate to Hulk
fucking
Hogan, though.
yeah. And Hulk Hogan does a better leg drop than her. That's sad. He could still probably throw a better leg drop than her at his old ass age. But
Yeah.
fucking, you could hear like Nia fucking talking to her opponents. And there were so many times she was botching sequences because she just didn't know what the fuck she was doing. And it was really bad. And fucking Bayley just had to try to fucking carry it. And then fucking the first one who entered because Team Rhea had the advantage. It was fucking was it Naomi, right? She was the first one that entered.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so Naomi got in there. Fucking also Nia Jax fucking for some reason decided to bring in a fucking toilet seat that was under the ring. I don't know why a toilet seat was under the ring, but
That was Naomi that got the fucking toilet seat and fucking she threw it in there.
well, when I think of toilet seats, I just think of Nia Jax's fucking career.
Yeah.
So
I mean, she can't fit on one. I don't know why she
no.
was.
So fucking they double team Nia Jax, and then for Team Liv, fucking the first one to come out is Candice LeRae because fucking I believe Tiffany was gonna come out, and then Candice just jumped in front of her, and so Candice gets in the ring and starts beating up Bayley and Naomi, and we get a 2v2, and then fucking Candice and Nia are in control, and then the next person for Team Rhea that comes out is fucking Bianca. Wait, was it Bianca? I think it was. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Bianca, and she gets in the ring. Fucking, was it Bianca who. I'm trying to remember who got the tables in the ring. Oh no, it was
Fuck.
fucking. It was Raquel that got the tables.
Raquel, yeah.
Yeah. So Bianca gets in the ring, she starts fucking dominating fucking Candice LeRae and Nia Jax, and there's just so many like sequences where Nia Jax was botching. The only thing that she did well was a Samoan drop. Like that was honestly the only thing that she did in this whole match that looked halfway decent.
Yeah.
And then the next one for Team Liv was Tiffany Stratton, and she brought in a garbage can and a garbage can lid, I believe. I could be wrong. And then fucking, excuse me, fucking then for Team Rhea, like this match was fucking bad until fucking Tiffany got in the ring, and then Tiffany was actually fucking doing some good wrestling moves, and fucking then Io came in next, and this is where the match started getting fucking actually good because fucking Io
Yeah.
got in the ring. She fucking saved this match because this match was fucking terrible until she got in the ring, and Io started going crazy like she always does, fucking, and then for Team Liv, fucking Raquel came out, and I think Liv and Raquel were supposed to be dressed as fucking Shawn Michaels and Diesel because Liv had like a fucking heart on her gear, and then Raquel was fucking dressed up like fucking Diesel. So I assume that's what
Well, the thing
they're supposed to be
is,
referencing.
Raquel doesn't even have like the fucking charisma of Diesel. And that's saying something because Diesel barely had any charisma.
Yeah. So fucking Raquel got zero fucking reaction until she fucking pulled the tables out, and then people started cheering, saying "We want tables," and they put these fucking tables in the ring. At one point, fucking Nia Jax got a fucking stink face from Naomi with the fucking toilet seat on her head. Like, this is just. Like, there was one point where they were hitting each other with kendo sticks. I believe Bianca brought in a fucking fire extinguisher. And fucking. Then Rhea Ripley came in last for her team, and she was wearing this fucking demon mask because she had a fucking facial injury because of Liv Morgan and Raquel attacking her on NXT. And so she gets in the ring and fucking she gets dominated by Team Liv and fucking excuse me, and then fucking her team gets back up and they start mounting a comeback. Io also brought in her custom purple garbage can, and fucking
As an EO enthusiast like you are, could you tell me what significance fucking the color of the trash can was? Because I was, I,
I don't know, like, because for the one she did in NXT, it was just a regular garbage can, and then the one she did last year was also a regular garbage can, so I don't know why it was purple this time, unless it was supposed to match the gear she was wearing, because she was wearing purple gear. I don't know, but she put her trash can on the top of the War Games cage, and then fucking uh fucking then Liv Morgan came out last, and Rhea Ripley takes everybody out, and Liv Morgan's plan fucking doesn't go the way she wants to, so Liv looks all scared, and she walks away, and then comes back with her bat. Apparently she calls it fucking Batty, I guess. And so she gets in the ring with the bat, and fucking Rhea just beats the fuck out of her. And she goes for a riptide, and it gets broken up by fucking Raquel. And then everybody starts jumping Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan starts hitting her with a baseball bat. Fucking. And then Liv gets out a pair of handcuffs, and fucking. Then all of a sudden, fucking Io just comes out of nowhere because fucking there was a spot where Liv Morgan and Nia Jax got laid out, and then Tiffany Stratton reached into the garbage can and pulled out her Money in the Bank briefcase, and she was teasing cashing it in, but she didn't know if she wanted to cash it in on Liv or Nia. And then fucking Io came out of nowhere and blasted everybody with the fucking fire extinguisher. And then fucking once the smoke cleared, fucking Raquel was handcuffed to the ropes by Rhea. And then on the other side, fucking Bailey and fucking Naomi and Bianca are fighting Nia Jax, and fucking Nia Jax puts Bianca on the table, and she goes to do the Annihilator, but fucking Naomi and Bianca powerbomb Nia Jax through the table, So fuck you, Nia Jax. I hope she fucking loses the title soon.
Oh my god.
And then on the other side, fucking excuse me, fucking so there's also a spot where fucking Tiffany Stratton and Io both climbed to the top of the cages on opposite sides, and Io put the garbage can over her head and did a fucking moonsault with the garbage can on her head, and Tiffany
Did
dove
her
off the
like
top
a
of the cage.
swanton?
Yeah, she
It
did a
was her version of
swanton.
the. Yeah, it was her version of the swanton.
Yeah, and everybody was fucking down. And then fucking it got to where fucking it was just Liv and Rhea on the one side of the ring, and Rhea tried to do the riptide, and then Raquel saved her. Rhea took out Raquel, and then Liv fucking climbed to the top rope, and Rhea went after her. Liv tried to do an oblivion to Rhea from the top rope through the table, but Rhea countered it, and she hit Liv Morgan with the fucking riptide from the top rope through the table, and fucking Rhea gets the pin 1, 2, 3, and Team Rhea wins the women's War Games match.
It's fucking stupid, dude.
Oh,
Like,
there
I
was
am
also
so.
one point of the match, I forgot to say this, where fucking someone was getting pinned, and both Bailey and Io went to break it up, and then they had like a fucking stare down, and they started getting into it. So there was that too. I forgot about. But fucking that was the women's War Games match. Fucking honestly, the only like it got enjoyable towards the end, and that was mostly because of fucking Tiffany Stratton and fucking Io and Rhea, and like fucking the whole rest of the match was kind of just fucking trash. And honestly, fucking my favorite thing about the match was fucking obviously Io, so there's that. But yeah, I
My
don't know.
favorite thing about the match
Okay,
was. My favorite thing about the match was Liv Morgan's ass.
yeah.
It was like it. That was all I cared about.
Yeah, I don't know where this goes from here. Fucking at the press conference, Rhea said she's not done with Liv yet, and but she said she was like, "Oh, Io, I know at Saturday night's main event you are facing Liv for the title, so I'm not gonna get in your way or whatever." I hope fucking Io wins the title, but um, then I don't
At
really
this point,
know.
as long as it's nowhere near fucking Rhea, that's all I care about.
Yeah. But I know fucking there's that, and then with I don't know where Bianca goes from here because she still has the women's tag team championship, but Jade Cargill is out. I don't know where they're going with this whole mystery attacker storyline. I'm assuming it's going to be revealed that Bianca was the one that attacked her. I don't know
I
though.
feel like it's gonna be Naomi.
You think so?
Yeah, because she's been like teasing the heel turn.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know where fucking Bailey goes from here now. Because I know she's in the United States Championship tournament, so I guess that's where she's going to go. And then fucking Nia Jax, I don't know where the fuck she goes from here. Because, like, they just have no plans for her title, I guess. And fucking I'm hoping sometime soon Tiffany Stratton's gonna cash in because they keep teasing it every single fucking pay-per-view. Is starting to get annoying that they're not fucking doing it yet.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, not every fucking cash in has to be at Mania. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
but Candice LeRae, I don't know where she goes from here. Um,
Catering.
I guess. Well, isn't she still the Speed Women's Champion?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's where she's gonna go. But yeah, this match was kind of just a total fucking, not even just a match. The whole build to this was just a total fucking mess, and it just felt really like forced and just thrown together. Like this match really didn't need to happen, but fucking. I guess the only good thing that came out of it was another fucking EO Sky War Games moment. So there's that, I guess.
Yeah,
But
I just hope a women's War Games next year will actually have reason to it and not, you know,
uh
be like this.
fucking EO is the only woman that's competed in every single women's War Games. I think there's been 6 of them now.
Yes.
But yeah, that was the women's War Games. It was not really a great start to the show. It kind of. I think they wanted it to be a hot start to the show, but it really was not. Um,
No.
then after that, we got the United States Championship match of LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura, who recently returned, and he has a new darker gimmick now, where he wears like
Yep.
this fucking face paint and shit. It looks nasty, but
It looks like Kyle.
so I was gonna have you talk about this because I missed most of this match, and by the time I came back,
So
I was at the finish.
I also missed half of this match. So for what I heard Miguel say in my headset, because we watched this with Miguel and Tyrese, fucking
Mm-hmm.
uh Shinsuke came out looking cool and everything, and then they fought. Keep in mind, I was only gone for like 5 minutes, and that was half of the match. So they fought a bit. I came back, and then like Shinsuke kind of had the upper hand, and then he hit like
Mm-hmm.
this fucking suplex on call me willpower, the suplex.
Oh
But
god.
fucking he hit a suplex on like the steel grate onto LA Knight, and then he hit a Kinshasa on fucking LA Knight to the back of his neck. 1, 2, 3. It was like a very short match.
Yeah.
So
And Shinsuke is now a 3-time United States champion, and from what Tyrese said, apparently this is his first pay-per-view win since 2020. So there's
God
that.
fucking damn. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So it seems like they're pushing Shinsuke and his new gimmick. I wonder where LA Knight goes from here. Does he go to the world title, or like where do you think he goes? Do you think he's gonna get a
I
rematch?
maybe a rematch, but I don't think he's going to the world title just yet. Especially because it's Cody has it and
Yeah,
everything.
I've seen people saying that they think Kevin Owens is gonna beat Cody for the title. I don't know
I
though,
don't.
because I
I
feel
don't
like
think
Cody's gonna
so.
have it at least till Mania.
Yeah, I would say he's gonna lose at Mania if anything.
Imagine they put it back on Roman. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. I heard some people say they might put it on The Rock, fucking the Rumble, and then have Roman fucking beat him at
Oh
Mania.
my god.
Oh, I couldn't do that, man. I really couldn't.
I would rather see fucking, honestly, like if they want to do the Rock and Roman, that's fine. I don't mind seeing that. Not for the title though. If they're gonna have fucking Cody have a title match at Mania, I would much rather see Cody versus Randy Orton, especially with the fucking story that you could have there for that. Because I honestly don't want to see Cody and Roman for a third year in a row.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, Shinsuke is the new U.S. champion. So we'll see how this new gimmick turns out for him. Hopefully, hopefully turns out well. But next we had the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship.
Triple threat match.
Braun Breaker defended against Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser.
Yep.
They've been teasing tension between Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser, so I'm assuming they're going to split up eventually.
Probably.
And then
I think they're gonna give Ludwig a fucking world title shot.
fucking
I love how I said, "Do you think they're gonna give him that?" You just said,
fucking I thought you said fucking. I didn't hear the "do you think." All I heard was they're gonna give Ludwig Kaiser a title shot, and I was just like, oh.
Oh.
But
Jesus.
so fucking everybody wanted Sheamus to win this match because he needs to win the Intercontinental title to become a Grand Slam champion, and this was the second best match of the night. This is a very, very good, very hard hitting, might I add, triple threat. Because,
yeah,
especially from Braun Breaker, because he was hitting the fuck out of Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus. Like, goddamn.
yeah, he was just destroying the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
There's one point where he fucking just ran at Sheamus and hit him with this giant ass shoulder tackle, and it was just like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. And there was one spot where fucking Ludwig and Sheamus were fighting at the announce table, and fucking Braun Breaker just fucking threw his whole ass body at both of them, and they all fell over the announce table. And fucking
like, Jesus.
Braun Breaker was hitting nasty ass fucking spears in this match. There was one part where Sheamus almost won because Braun Breaker went for a spear and he moved, and Braun Breaker hit the chair that was in the corner, and Sheamus hit a brogue kick, and he was about to win, and then Ludwig Kaiser pulled the referee out of the ring. Everybody was booing the fuck out of Ludwig Kaiser. And then fucking the way the match ended was fucking I know at one point they were fucking hitting each other with the fucking shillelagh, and then
Yes.
fucking Ludwig Kaiser fucking, I'm trying to remember what the fuck did he do to Sheamus?
He kept hitting him with the goddamn shillelagh, and then he was gonna do his fucking finish, which I don't know what the fuck his finish is. I've never seen his fucking finish. But fucking, he was gonna do his finish, and then here comes fucking Braun Breaker with a giant ass fucking spear, like speared him in fucking half.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah, he fucking speared him into fucking oblivion, and then fucking I know there was one part where Sheamus hit the fucking Celtic Cross as well, but I believe Sheamus fucking got up, and Braun Breaker was fucking incensed, and he just speared the fuck out of Sheamus and then pinned him 1, 2, 3, and Braun Breaker retained the Intercontinental title. So I don't know if Sheamus is ever going to become a Grand Slam champion at this point. He keeps coming close, but he just never gets it.
I have no fucking clue.
Doesn't fucking John Cena also need to win the Intercontinental title to become a Grand Slam champion?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking, by the way, they were advertising John Cena because they were advertising the Elimination Chamber, and they're advertising Cena for that, so he's probably going to be in the Elimination Chamber match, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Then we got the World Championship match between Gunther and Damian Priest. This match, I don't really think anybody cared to see this match again.
Bro, I didn't.
The promos they did were pretty good, but I just don't think anybody was really like, oh man, I want to see them mix it up again.
I would have rather saw Dominic.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So like this match was fucking built off of Damian Priest. He won a number one contenders match, and then he was pretty much saying Gunther lost his aura because he lost to Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel, and Gunther was just calling him fucking street trash, and that was pretty much the build for this. And so the match itself, it wasn't bad. It was just kind of Like, most of the match, Damian Priest's fucking shoulder was hurt because he did a shoulder tackle on Gunther, and the whole rest of the match, his shoulder kept giving out on him, and Gunther kept taking advantage. And then there was one point where fucking Damian Priest also hit a fucking Razor's Edge. I'm just like, okay, Damian Priest hits the Razor's Edge. Sheamus does the Celtic Cross. Ethan Page does the fucking
To be
Ego's
fair,
Edge. I'm just like,
to be
Jesus
fair,
Christ.
Sheamus had it first. Sheamus had it first.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ethan Page had it second, I will say. Because fucking Damian, like, hasn't been wrestling as long as Ethan Page has. So
Yeah.
Ethan Page fucking had it second, and then Damian took it from both of them, I would say. So
Yeah. And every time Damian tried to mount offense, fucking Gunther just kept taking his shoulder out. And fucking then fucking one point Damian Priest fucking uh took a hard fucking fall out to the floor, and fucking then out of nowhere Finn Balor jumped up on the fucking steps and did a double foot stomp to Damian Priest, and then he threw him back in the ring, and then Gunther hit the power bomb 1, 2, 3. Or no, he didn't pin him. He hit the power bomb, and then he put Damian Priest in the fucking sleeper hold, and Damian Priest passed out, and Gunther retains the world title. And I'm assuming this is leading to another Damian and Finn match.
God,
And
if they're building all this up till Mania, man, some of this stuff doesn't need to be built at Mania. I'm sorry.
yeah. I'm assuming that's where Damian and Finn go from this. I don't know where Gunther goes from this now, because he doesn't really have anybody else to face right now, so I don't really know what they're going to do with Gunther, as if he's even going to
Yeah.
defend his title at Saturday night's main event or not. But I guess we'll see. Um, and then fucking, I will say there was a cursed backstage segment that they did with the Alpha Academy, and it was like an advertisement for this like clothing brand that makes
Yeah.
these fucking shirts, and fucking it was about Otis fucking putting on these shirts to feel comfortable, and then like they show fucking Otis isn't wearing any pants, and they show like a censored version of his fucking dick and his fucking ass. I'm just like, why?
You know
Like,
would
why?
have been better
What?
with that segment if they would have been like, why did Otis
Oh
not
my
feel comfortable
god.
in those shirts?
Jesus Christ.
Oh Jesus.
Fucking.
Uh,
So then all we had left was the main event of Survivor Series, which was the men's 5-on-5 War Games Bloodline versus OG Bloodline. And it was Bloodline, which was the Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa, fucking Tamatonga, the infamous Tongaloa, Jacob Fatu, and Big Bronson Reed. And the OG bloodline of the OTC Roman Reigns. Main event Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk. And the reason CM Punk is in this match is because he was doing it as a favor for Paul Heyman. this was the match that everybody was waiting to see, and this was the match that the entire fucking show was built around.
Yep.
So, and this was the best match of the night as well. This was very, very good, very entertaining. Just amazing fucking storytelling in this match, and Tongaloa being cursed as well. So, it started off with Jey Uso and Tama Tonga, and fucking Jey Uso is super fucking over. Every time he does something, everybody chants fucking yeet, which is funny because I remember when he started doing that, everybody was like, "Oh, this yeet shit is fucking stupid," and now it's like actually fucking one of the most over fucking things in the company. Um, and then fucking Jay and Tomatonga go back and forth, and then Team Solo had the advantage. So next, fucking Tongaloa goes to come out, and he's all excited, and then Solo's like, "No, not yet," and fucking Bronson Reed comes out, and he fucking waddles his way to the ring, and fucking so Bronson Reed puts a bunch of fucking chairs in the ring, and then Jey Uso starts blasting him with fucking chairs, and fucking then he starts getting double teamed by Bronson Reed and Tama Tonga. And then the first person to come out for Team Roman was fucking Jimmy Uso,
Yep.
and he gets in the ring and he helps his brother Jay and the Usos start super kicking people, and they take down Bronson Reed, and fucking then the third person to come out for Team Solo once again was going to be fucking Tongaloa, and Solo's like, "No, you need to wait, Tongaloa," and Tongaloa is just so fucking, he's like smiling, and he's so fucking excited to get into the
Like,
match.
can I ask why
I don't
Solo
know.
thought that Tongaloa should be the first person, not the first, the last person before him to fucking come out? Because there's no reason. If anything, Jacob Fatu would have made sense. Bronson
Yeah,
Reed would have made sense to be the second to last. But why the fuck is Tongaloa, the infamous, fucking the second to last person to come out on fucking New Bloodlines team? Like, why?
I don't know, but Jacob Fatu comes out, and he gets in there and just starts fucking destroying the Usos. Like, they are getting their ass handed to them, and then uh fucking, oh, they also started cheering Tongaloa because Tongaloa started putting tables in the ring.
Yeah.
Well, fucking later in the match, I mean, but fucking, so the next person to come out for Team Roman, CM Punk was gonna come out, and then Roman stopped him and was like, "No," and then he looked at Sammy, he was like, "You go." And then Sammy was just like, okay. And he just fucking goes to the ring, and Sammy starts taking down Jacob Fatu, and the crowd's chanting Sammy Uso. And then the next person to come out for Team Solo is the infamous Tongaloa. He's finally in the match, and he goes and gets some tables, and people start cheering Tongaloa, and he puts them in the ring, and fucking Tongaloa, like, I don't know why this man was so excited to be in this match. Like, he was just grinning, like, ear to ear. Uh,
He grins all the fucking time. That's all he does.
yeah.
He just smiles.
Yeah, they had a thing before this match where, like, if you ever seen the Key and Peele skit where they do like the fucking the West versus the East, like, all stars lineup thing, that's basically what this was, because fucking they had it with the bloodline and the OG bloodline where Roman Reigns is like Roman Reigns, the OTC from the island of relevancy, and then fucking all of them were like whatever. Like Jey Uso was like, oh, main event Jey Uso from Yeet University, and then Jimmy Uso was like fucking Jimmy Uso No Heat University. Fucking Sammy was like Sami Zayn, aka Sammy Uso. Fucking then he for some reason he was like from the Uso Penitentiary, and then fucking CM Punk was just like CM Punk, the best in the world. And then fucking Solo was just like, oh, the tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. And then fucking Tama Tonga's was cursed. He was like Tama Tonga. It was so cursed. And then Tonga Loa's was just him like smiling. He was like Tonga Loa. It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with
No,
people?
but the thing is, like, everybody was talking about like different universities and whatever, and he
Yeah.
actually talked about his own university they went to,
Yeah.
University of El Paso, Texas.
Yeah. And then
And then
fucking go ahead.
Jacob Fatu is just like, Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. I love you so low.
Yeah, and then at the end they just have Bronson Reed, and he's just like Big Bronson Reed, Tsunami University. I was like, what the fuck? But so fucking. There's one point in this match where we get fucking the Usos and fucking the Gorillas of Destiny wrestling each other. And I hope that's an actual tag team match one day. But fucking then fucking finally it's time for the next member of Team Roman, which is it's gonna be Roman, and then CM Punk steps in front of him and goes out of the cage, which pisses Roman off. And CM Punk makes his way down to the ring. And CM Punk looks like he doesn't want to be a part of this, but fucking he's just doing it because of Paul Heyman. So he like hesitates getting in the ring, and then he just gets in the ring anyway, and he tries to fight off the bloodline, but fucking they just get dominated because of Bronson Reed and Jacob Fatu. And then it's time for the tribal chief Solo Sikoa to come into this match, and Solo fucking comes out of the fucking cage, and the crowd is just going, fuck you, Solo. Fuck you, Solo. Fucking. So, Solo gets in the ring, and this man shuts the door, and then he chains the door shut and locks it so Roman Reigns can't get in. And then the bloodline just starts decimating the OG bloodline. There was like one spot where the bloodline would hold like every original bloodline member's head to the door, and Solo would slam the door into their face and shit. And they were just getting brutalized. Jacob Fatu hit a fucking moonsault. Bronson Reed fucking hit a tsunami on Sami Zayn. Fucking there's also one funny ass spot I forgot to say, because when CM Punk got in the ring, he brought in the fucking toolbox, right? And CM Punk, he starts, he hits Bronson Reed, he hits Jacob Fatu in the head, he hits fucking Tama Tonga. For some reason, he just starts wailing on Tongaloa, and he just beats the ever-living fuck out of
Yeah,
Tongaloa with this toolbox.
specifically Tongaloa. It's like he saw him smiling. He was like, "Fuck you, you're not smiling."
Yeah, he just like targeted
But
Tongaloa for some
by the
reason.
way, I found the fucking NFL stuff that they did or whatever. If you want me to play it.
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa, Tribal Chief University. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. I love you, Solo.
Tamatonga University, doctorate.
Tonga, Loa, University of Texas at El Paso. And what? Big Bronson Reed, Tsunami State. So
I couldn't find the fucking other ones, but those are the cursed ones.
Like, why is Tongaloa the only one that actually says his actual real university that he went to?
I don't know.
Like, how the fuck? Like, you sit there and you're like, oh, University of El Paso, and then your brother's sitting there, fucking doctorate of. Like, what the fuck, dude? But so the OG bloodline is getting fucking decimated, and it's time for Roman Reigns to officially enter the match. And he walks down to the ring, and the door is locked, and fucking Solo is taunting him, and he's like, oh, you're not gonna get in here, Roman. You're not gonna get in here, Roman. And I'm just like, I was thinking about it, and I said this when it happened. I was like, isn't that kind of stupid to lock him out of the cage, though? Because
Yeah.
the match can't start until Roman gets in the ring. So I was like, Solo, you can't win until Roman gets in the ring. So I don't know why. I'm assuming it was a Tongaloa idea to do that. I don't know who else would come up with that idea. But so Roman like goes around the fucking cage, and he just decides, fuck it, I'm just gonna climb the cage. So he climbs over the cage, and the bloodline tries to attack him, and he just starts taking everybody out. And then he hits a crossbody, and then they're like, oh, let the war games officially begin. And the match actually starts. And now we get the 5-on-5. And fucking. Then there's a part where fucking the OG bloodline takes out the bloodline, and they're all just standing there. And then Roman and Punk start looking at each other, and they start arguing, they start getting into it. And then Paul Heyman comes out, and Paul Heyman's like, he's like, guys, you need to work together, because fucking the best in the world and the OTC working together, we can win this, we can do this, but only if you guys work together. And so then they decide, fuck it, we'll work together. And we get this 5-on-5 brawl with both bloodlines. And fucking, it was just complete fucking chaos. Then there was one spot where Bronson Reed, he put Roman Reigns on the table, and Bronson Reed goes for a tsunami, but he's like, nah. And fucking big ass Bronson Reed climbs to the top of the War Games cage, and he dives off to do a tsunami, and at the last second, CM Punk pulls Roman Reigns off of the table just in time, and Bronson Reed crashes through the table, and he was pretty much out the rest of the match. There was one spot where I don't know what happened. Jacob Fatu ran up onto the ropes to do a moonsault, I think, and something happened where he fucked up his knee, and he immediately fell down and started grabbing his knee, so I hope he's not fucking hurt.
Hopefully not.
I mean, he kept doing the rest of the match anyway. He seemed like he didn't give a fuck. You know who didn't give a fuck, though? Charles Robinson, because he didn't bother to check on Jacob Fatu.
He said, you alright, Jacob? Alright, I'm gonna go back to the match.
Yeah. And fucking... Then, there was one part where fucking... I think Roman was going to spear... He was going to spear somebody, and CM Punk was going to hit the GTS on Tama Tonga, I think it was. And the person moved out of the way, and Roman inadvertently speared CM Punk. And then fucking the way all this chaos came to a close was after Roman got up, he realized CM Punk helped him, so he helped CM Punk up. And then fucking on the other side, fucking Jimmy Uso got up on the top rope and they put fucking who the fuck was on the table? Was it fucking Jacob?
It was Jacob, yes.
Yeah, so they put Jacob on the table and he goes to do a Uso splash, but then Jimmy Uso's like, nah, I'm going to the top of the cage. So Big Jim climbs up to the top of the cage. That's what Michael Cole called him, Big Jim. Fucking. So he's on top of the fucking cage, and he dives off and does a Uso splash through Jacob Fatu through the table. And then Sami Zayn hit a blue thunder bomb on fucking Tama Tonga, I think it was. And then fucking I don't even remember how Tonga Loa got taken out. He was sleeping through so much of this match. I don't know. Every time, like, don't I swear to God, the only move I've seen him hit in this match was a double axe handle.
I think it was the Whisper in the Wind that took him out for the longest time.
Oh yeah, because fucking Jimmy Uso did a Whisper in the Wind, and then Michael Cole was like, "Oh, a moonsault," and I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? It's not a moonsault." But so fucking everybody's taken out except for Solo, and the OG Bloodline all gets into one ring, and they surround Solo, and the crowd starts chanting, "You fucked up, you fucked up." And Solo's just looking around and he doesn't know what to do. And he just says fuck it and goes for a Samoan spike. And then Jey Uso super kicks the fuck out of Solo. And then Jimmy super kicks him. And then they do a double super kick. And he goes into the corner. And then Sami Zayn does the haluva kick on Solo. And then Punk picks him up, hits a GTS. And then Roman spears Solo. 1, 2, 3. The OG Bloodline wins War Games. And fucking so they fucking celebrate, and Roman and CM Punk shake hands, and fucking so they get out of the ring, and CM Punk goes up to Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman hugs him, and he's like, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you." And CM Punk says, "Oh, when I need that favor, when I need the favor, I'm gonna come ask you for it," because he said he was doing this favor for Paul Heyman, but he said Paul Heyman owes him a big favor, and Roman tried to ask him what the favor was, and Paul Heyman acted like he didn't want to talk about it. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that, and now like Roman's really unsure about Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
And then fucking Roman just kind of just looks at Paul Heyman and then just walks away. And then the show ends with the OG Bloodline and CM Punk posing together on the stage while Pyro goes off. And that was Survivor Series War Games 2024.
Yep.
Overall, it wasn't a bad show. It definitely was not as good as last year's Survivor Series. I mean, for God's sake, CM Punk returned last year, so you can't really top that. But there was rumors that The Rock or Brock Lesnar was going to show up, but neither one of them showed up. So, overall, the best match, in my opinion, was the men's War Games. Second best was the Triple Threat. If I had to say third best, probably Shinsuke and LA Knight. And then
that's sad too.
And then probably Gunther and Damian Priest. And then at the bottom is the women's War Games, unfortunately. Mostly because of Nia Jax. It's her fault. But good God, they need to take that title off of her. But
thing is, they're not going to anytime soon. I know for a fact they aren't.
But anyway, I don't think it was as good as last year. I know the women's War Games was way better last year. That's for sure. And fucking, and Also, I feel the Miz and Gunther was way better last year than Gunther and Damian Priest. Like their match at SummerSlam was good. I enjoyed that match, but I really don't think they needed to face each other again.
No, they didn't.
Like, and then fucking, I was gonna say like the whole Damian and Finn thing. Like, I'm just wondering when it's gonna be like over. Like, where is it going? Where is it leading to? Because they're also teasing fucking tension in the Judgment Day between fucking Dominic and Finn, and like Finn is getting like an attitude with everybody, and everybody's like not liking Finn. So I don't know what's going on with the Judgment Day. So fucking it's just the whole thing. But then they're still continuing this Finn and Damian Priest thing, and I don't know if they're gonna keep this going till Mania. I hope not. And then same with Rhea and Liv. Like I I don't know like what else does Rhea have to gain out of continuing to face Liv, because she fucking hit a riptide on Liv through a fucking table from the top rope. Like I guess you could make the argument that Rhea wants the title, like that's her ultimate goal, but if fucking Io wins the title from Liv, then what reason does Rhea have to face Liv? Like I don't understand, because tonight Rhea pretty much got her vengeance against Liv and Raquel. So where does this
Yeah.
go from here? Like, and I don't really want to see that go all the way until WrestleMania either. And then also got to factor the Royal Rumble into the equation. Like, who is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble and the Men's Royal Rumble? I don't even know, honestly.
I don't know at this point. If they really sit there, I'm gonna call out Triple H. If you sit there and actually make Rhea live out like fucking win the goddamn Royal Rumble again, I will straight up find you and strangle you and make you have a fucking another cardiac event. Bro, I'm sick and tired of Rhea fucking Ripley. I'm sick and tired. Like, she's getting go away heat from me at this point. I'm actually getting pissed.
Like, my thing is, like, I feel that way, but with Bianca, mostly. But, like, with Rhea, I just don't want to see this rivalry anymore. I want to see her in something fresh, because this has been going on since fucking... God, I don't even fucking know when it even started. It was before SummerSlam, I know that. It was when fucking Liv came back and fucking started fucking with Dominic. Like, it's been going ever since then. And it's been going like at least fucking like 6 months or so now. Like, it's been going for a while. And Rhea's like, oh, I'm not done with Liv yet. I'm just like, what else is there to do?
You've pinned her multiple times. You've fucking dealt with her multiple times. You shouldn't care at this point. Move on to something else.
And they didn't even involve fucking Dominic in this at all. Like, he was like a non-factor in this at all. So I don't even think it's about Dominic anymore. Like, I don't know. It's just very like odd. But I would much rather see fucking Liv lose the title to Io, because I don't think Liv's title reign has been very good, personally. Like,
you want to know why it's not been very good?
Because
it's just been this fucking storyline.
Fucking is Io going to be the first person that she's defended against that's not Rhea?
I think so.
Fucking.
I think that's where we're at, dude.
Like, I don't know.
It's sad. It's sad, Devon, that I rather would watch another match with her and Nia Jax
Oh my god.
It's sad.
I feel what I would want is for Io to take the title off of Liv, and then fucking, because they are gonna have another Rhea and Liv match, because otherwise Rhea wouldn't have
Oh,
said,
I
"Oh, I'm
know.
not done with her yet." So I guess I would have them have one final match as a blow off match and then be done.
They've
Like,
had 20 blow-off
I
matches.
know, but fucking have them be fucking done, and then fucking do something else with both of them. Like fucking like put one of them on a different fucking show or something. Keep them far away from each other, and fucking have fucking Rhea do something else, and have fucking Damian Priest do something else as well. Have fucking Liv do something else. Like fucking
It's just getting stale. It makes me not want to
um,
watch Raw.
yeah.
Like,
Like it's different with like the Bloodline story, because that they always keep it so like it's been going since like 2020, but they've kept it so interesting, and they just introduce more and more new characters into the storyline, which makes it more interesting. I wish they could do something like that with this whole fucking Judgment Day shit, but it's just like it's just not like at first it
it's
was
not really.
interesting having the Judgment Day turn on Rhea and Damian, and it was like, oh, it's going to be this new Judgment Day or whatever. And
And
then
then they've done jack shit.
all that's happened is they just continue to fucking get fucking buried by Rhea and Damian. And it's
They've
just
done
like,
literally jack shit.
yeah.
Like,
And now that Damian
it's
lost
like,
this match, he's obviously not getting another world title match.
no.
But it's like, I don't know. I don't know. All I want is for Io to take the title off Liv. That's all I care about, honestly. So whatever they do else with that, I don't give a fuck. Fucking have Io face
I
somebody
don't.
else.
See, here's the thing. I don't care if Io takes off ever or not, bro. Like, just somehow get Rhea away from the title picture. Get Rhea away from that
Yeah,
story. Get Liv away from that story. I don't care about Rhea anymore. Fuck Rhea. I don't give a shit. Fucking
I,
take time off,
I swear to
dude.
God, if they have okay, here's two things that's gonna make the furniture go flying. If Io wins the title, if they fucking do Io and Bianca again, the furniture's gonna be flying. Or I swear to God, when we watch the Royal Rumble, I swear to God, if Io is the champion and Charlotte fucking comes back in the Rumble and wins it, it's gonna fucking. I'm gonna go probably how angry I was when fucking Nia Jax was in the men's Rumble. I'm telling you now, like, I don't want to see Charlotte and Io at
I
Mania,
I
please.
don't want to see Charlotte win it. I don't want to see Rhea win it. I don't want to see Bianca win it. As long as those three don't win that fucking Rumble, I will be happy with my life. I don't care if you
Like,
give it to fucking somebody like Candice LeRae. Give it to somebody different, dude.
I honestly, I would rather if they give Io the title, I would rather them give the Royal Rumble win to Kyrie, and then you could do Kyrie and Io at Mania. I would much rather see
Or
that
fucking Dakota.
than or
Dakota
make
would be
it a
nice
fucking
too.
triple threat. Fuck it,
Yeah.
fucking
Make it something good. Don't fucking fuck with me, dude. I'm sick and tired.
yeah, and,
Oh,
and fucking have
like
Tiffany
Bianca and
Stratton
Rhea
take the
have
title
go
off
away
Nia
heat.
too. Fucking Bianca.
Yes.
My thing is with Bianca, like if they're gonna do this whole mystery attacker storyline, and if they do reveal that if it was Bianca, then it's whatever. At least she's not going to be in the title picture. But because I know they want to do a Jade versus Bianca match because they teased it when fucking Jade debuted in the Rumble. But, like, as long as she's not in the title picture, I don't care. I'm just tired of seeing Bianca with fucking championships. Or
I'm
getting
tired of
championship
seeing Bianca with
matches.
championships. I'm tired of fucking Rhea getting championship matches. I'm tired of Charlotte getting championship matches. She's been gone for over a year. Bro, I'm
Yeah.
fucking tired of these three always getting so many fucking shots. I'm done. Dude, that's why the women's division is so bland to me. Because every time I root for somebody, I get fucked on because there's three giant fucking John Cena fucking Triple H ass motherfuckers.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done. Dude, oh my god. I'm sick and tired of these fucking three. I'm done. Like, I'm done. I swear to God, if one of them wins the Rumble, you are getting a fucking rant from hell. I'm not joking.
So what would you think like, if you keep Rhea out of the world title picture, like, how would you feel if they put her in the Intercontinental title picture?
Bro, take her off TV. I don't care. Take them all three off TV. I don't care.
Well, you know they're not going to do that with how fucking popular Rhea is.
Bro,
Did you hear the fucking pops she was getting tonight?
You know, I will say, fucking, in 2020 fucking 2, was that WrestleMania 39? No, it was WrestleMania 39 was in 2023. In 2023, I understood it. Cool. Fine. She's champion. She won the Rumble. Cool, that's fine. It was different at the time. She was fucking champion for a year. Over a year, actually. Then, she got injured for a month. Gone for a month, motherfucker. Comes back. Still in the same fucking title picture. Fucking still and constant with this fucking feud with Liv. And then she gets injured again and she's gone for 2 weeks. Dude, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I'm done.
The thing is, too, I don't know what else is going to happen, because in January, when they go to Netflix, fucking people are saying that fucking that's when Becky Lynch is supposed to come back. So
I'll take Becky. I'll take Becky at this point. Please, give me Becky. I don't care.
Fucking, so I don't know. Fucking,
yeah, it's sad. It's sad. When fucking Mania, I was rooting against Becky, but here I am now. I'm fucking rooting for Becky to come back and fucking just take it all away, man.
Fucking, I don't know. Fucking, I would rather see fucking Becky. Well, we already seen Becky versus Liv this year too, so it's like anything with Rhea or Liv, I'm not really interested in right now.
They're not making new stars. That's what I'm getting at. They're not making new stars. You have fucking Candice, you have Tiffany Stratton, you have Dakota, you have Kyrie, you have Io. Why are you barely doing shit with them, dude?
I mean, fuck's sake, they even brought up fucking Blair Davenport and fucking Lyra from NXT.
And Lyra for absolutely nothing. Lyra was their fucking the NXT Women's Champion. Yeah, and the fuck over Tatum. Why, Trips? If you're not gonna do shit, bro.
I like how fucking last year your fucking Survivor Series rant was about the weekend, and fucking this year it's about the fucking women's division.
Well, it's because I'm sick, and you know how you, like, I get it's good wrestling now, but here's the thing. It's good wrestling, but it's the same shit, bro. I'm tired of watching the same shit. If it's not fucking Nia Jax in the goddamn one title picture because she's the fucking champion, so all her matches are so dog shit, it's fucking Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the goddamn 100th time!
Well, like, I'm just trying to think of what they're gonna do because you have fucking Rhea, you
They
have
have so many
Liv,
options.
you
They
have
have so many
Becky,
options.
like all these people. They're the top women stars, so they're not gonna not put them on the shows, but you
But they need to
can't
make new stars.
you
They need to
can't
make new
just.
stars. They can't
It's
just
like
rely on the same fucking 3 stars.
you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the time period where I was getting really frustrated, where all they were doing was putting the titles on the Four Horsewomen and nobody else.
Yeah.
And I was so sick of the Four Horsewomen being champions. I remember I was so tired of fucking Charlotte being champion. I was so tired of Becky being champion. I was so tired of Sasha being champion. I was even getting tired of Bayley being champion. And then sometimes they would give it to someone like an Asuka or an Alexa Bliss or something, or even fucking Carmella the one time, or Naomi the one time. Like, but it was just like a lot of the
Don't forget
time,
Natalia.
no one remembers that. But I mean,
For like 2 months.
but a lot of the time, they would just constantly put the titles on the Four Horsewomen, and they wouldn't make new stars. And then now that they have made new stars, now the new stars are fucking like the Four Horsewomen, and they haven't made any new stars to replace the new stars.
Like, bro, say what you want about fucking shit like NXT, you know? At least there's variety. Dude, I don't particularly care for Tony D'Angelo, but I mean, he's something different from Obafemi. You know, I don't particularly care for Trick Williams. I believe at least it's still something I'm in. Like, I don't particularly care for Trick Williams, but it's not something I fucking despise, dude. I
Do
don't want to
you
watch the women's division.
do you think NXT is going to start having that problem now that they have fucking Roxanne, Cora, Julia, Stephanie,
Here's the
Zarya,
thing.
and they're gonna bring in Jordan Grace? Like, do you think it's gonna get to where it's just gonna
Here's the
be
thing.
all of them booked all the time as champions?
It better not be. It better not be because Shawn Michaels better be making new stars too. Because here's the thing. You cannot. No, because you cannot sit there. I'm sorry. It's terrible when you just sit there and fucking consistently book 4 people and then book 4 people for like 7 goddamn years. I'm sorry. That's not. No. No. Just no.
Fucking,
At least in the Ruthless Aggression area, when we had John Cena and Randy Orton and shit, you had people like Batista that come in there and save the day sometimes. Fucking Mark Henry was champion at one point. You had different people being champion, not just the same fucking 3 people, you know.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't even remember the last time I enjoyed a women's title reign. It might have been when fucking Io had it, like, earlier this year. That might have been the last title
Probably.
reign I genuinely fucking enjoyed. And most of that was because fucking, like, every month or so she would face somebody different. It wasn't, like, the same thing for months and months and months. Like, but and then when it was like the thing with her and Bailey, that was only like a fucking 2 to 3 month thing, and then after Mania it ended. Like, but like the whole Rhea and Liv and Becky and fucking shit, I was just like,
See, here's the thing I don't get, though. Here's the thing I don't get.
mm,
Fucking people will talk about, oh, Cody's reign has been so dog shit. But yet, did you not remember Rhea's reign? Fucking, it was just title match after title match after title match with no build up, domination, same thing. And now they want Rhea to be the champion again. Fuck off.
no. And I remember like when people were complaining earlier this year when Rhea got injured and they gave the title to Becky. I remember people were complaining about it, and I was just like, at least like when Becky is champion, she doesn't just
Yeah.
fucking like bury everybody. Because if you remember, fucking last year when she had the NXT Women's Championship, she was trying to build so many fucking stars. Like she was trying as hard as she could to get a lot of people over
Yeah,
and give people
that's the
opportunities.
thing. That's what you have to do when you're a champion.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're supposed to do. Fucking Cody Rhodes has sat there and he has built fucking goddamn AJ Styles back up from what he was. He built fucking Kevin Owens back up. Built fucking goddamn Logan Paul up for a time being. You know, just multiple people. Fucking Roman Reigns even. Fucking, I don't think nobody gave a fuck. Like, they were obviously impressed by Logan Paul, but, like, I don't think anybody gave a fuck about him being in a world title match before he was in a title match with fucking Roman Reigns. Like, that's called being a champion. And if you want to go on the women's side, like you said, Becky Lynch. Fucking, I'll even say, goddamn fucking Charlotte. She even makes her fucking, like competitors look good, you know? Rhea, it's just fucking dominance, and that's it. That's not... Gunther makes everybody look good when he's in the ring with them. Rhea does not. That is my big... If you really want the biggest fucking person to, like, be the example of making somebody look good, putting on a good title reign and everything, it's Gunther. And Rhea is the exact opposite. I'm sorry.
Like, here's my thing. Like, I know they want to have all their top stars on their shows, and I know they want to do long term storytelling. It's what everybody likes, long term storytelling. But my thing is like, look at something like the CM Punk and Drew feud. That went on for so long, but it was such a good feud that it was alright to see them face each other 3 times. But fucking the Liv and Rhea feud has been going on for just about as long as that, and it's just like nowhere near as interesting. And it's the same thing with Gunther and Damian Priest, because that's all Gunther has really been fucking doing since SummerSlam. Besides the thing he did with Cody Rhodes, all he's been doing since SummerSlam is having this feud with Damian Priest, and it's just like nobody cares. But they're also at the same time having a feud with Damian Priest and Finn Balor, but they're also having this tension with Finn Balor and the Judgment Day, and then they're also having fucking Liv having a feud with Rhea at the same time, and it's just like so many things are intertwined at one time that it almost seems like they don't really know where to go with any of it. And fucking, like, you can have long-term storytelling like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, but you have to fucking end it, dog. You have to end it. Like, that's why their story was so good, because it had a definitive fucking ending in the Hell in a Cell, which is why I said, instead of fucking what they should have done, instead of that stupid ass fucking shark cage match, what they should have done was do Liv and Rhea in a Hell in a Cell, and that should have been the definitive end of their fucking feud. And I don't think anybody would have had a problem with it if that would have been the end of the feud there. And then
Probably
you could
not.
have moved them on to fucking something else. But fucking, I don't know why this is continuing to go. This tonight only felt like it was just to get a women's War Games match for the sake of doing a women's War Games match. And then they just involved Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton in it because they don't have fuck else to do on SmackDown. And because all the fucking SmackDown women's division right now is focused on the Women's United States Championship tournament. So Nia Jax doesn't even have anybody to face right now. And when she did have somebody to face, she had this fucking boring ass feud with fucking Bayley, where they shouldn't even have taken the title off fucking Bayley in the first place.
Like, I
And then it's like,
don't understand.
Is it going to get like that on Raw too now that they're introducing the Women's Intercontinental Championship? Because the whole division is going to be on that, so then the only people in the title picture is probably going to be Liv and Rhea and fucking Io and Becky probably when she comes back. and it's just like they need to sort out these divisions, and I feel like they need to fucking redraft these rosters too, because we need
it makes me
freshness.
wonder why the fuck they fucking released Tegan Nox and Indy Hartwell too.
Yeah.
Because they don't have enough women. They don't.
And then
when they do have some women, they don't use them.
Like say what you want to about NXT, but at least with the NXT Women's Championship and the North American Women's Championship, at least they make those work. They have 2 divisions for those, and everybody gets a spot on the show, and nothing really seems too repetitive besides fucking Kalani Jordan.
So yeah, that's the only thing that's ever repetitive, sadly.
And then
but
the main roster,
you'll get fucking on NXT, you'll get Julia one week and you'll get Tatum the other week. It's variety. You know, it's not fucking, we're getting fucking Liv and Rhea for the 10th fucking time this week.
Here's my problem. Like, with all the people saying, we needed a Women's United States Championship. We needed fucking the Intercontinental Championship. We really didn't. Like, it's cool that they're doing it, but, like...
What I think
the reason they're doing it is because they were like, well, we got all these fucking women that aren't fucking doing anything, so let's give them something to do, when this whole time they had the women's tag team titles, and they just throw together these random-ass women's teams that no one cares about. Like, besides Jade and Bianca and fucking Kyrie and Io, I didn't see nobody give a shit about any other fucking team in the fucking division. They don't even need these women's tag titles. And then the reason that they even need fucking other shit for all these women to do is because they keep booking like the same fucking 3 or 4 people for both women's titles. So no one else on the roster is fucking getting a chance to fight for the fucking women's titles. So now they're like, now we're going to give you mid-card titles.
Which, here's my thing. Fucking, it works for NXT, because NXT, every pay-per-view they have, it's like 6-7 fucking matches sometimes, and they have it where all the titles are defended, right? Because they only have fucking like 5 titles, right? So keep in mind, every fucking PLE, and I'm not complaining because they've been good, but every PLE besides like Mania or SummerSlam or whatever has only 5 matches apiece. So where the fuck are these going to get defended at? Just Raw and SmackDown?
Like, they don't even defend the tag team championships on these shows. Like,
that's the Judgment Day. Saying.
The Judgment Day is the tag team champions. And they've only had one defense since they won it.
Like,
and then
it's...
the fucking Motor City Machine Guns are tag team champions on SmackDown, and they weren't on this show either. And it's like, I get you want fucking quality over quantity, and I appreciate that. And I also appreciate, starting the pay-per-view at 6 and being done at 9:30 instead of what it used to be, starting at goddamn 6 and not being done till fucking 1 a.m., because that was terrible. But, like, at the same time, you got all these titles, because you got the women's tag titles, the women's Intercontinental title, the women's United States title, both sets of tag team titles. You got 5 sets of titles not being defended on any of these pay-per-views, and you got the women's title, the women's world title, the WWE title. All those are defended, and then you got the US and the Intercontinental. Bro, that's 7 just for the men's championship. And then, wait, hold on, you got fucking WWE title, world title, Intercontinental title, US title. So you got 4 for the men, and then women's world title, women's title. Actually, you got 6 for the men because of both sets of tag team titles, and then you got the women's title, women's world title, women's Intercontinental title, women's United States title, women's tag team title. That's 5 sets of titles for the women.
That's 11 in total.
And then also you have to count the men's and women's speed championships as well.
So that's 13 titles in total.
Yes. And
not including NXT.
Yeah, NXT is like another fucking 5 championships.
So
And
if you count all of that, it's fucking 18 titles.
yeah, and that's a lot of titles, and that's a lot of divisions, a lot of people, and doing 5 matches per pay per view isn't a whole lot of time to feature all these titles and all these people that you want. Which is why also another thing that's bothering me is now every pay per view features like both Raw and SmackDown, and I think that's part of the problem because if they were doing say like obviously you have like Royal Rumble, Chamber, Mania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series, right? Those fine, you can feature both brands. But if they would had like Bad Blood just feature Raw and then like Saturday night's main event feature SmackDown, something like that, that would give you the opportunity to be like, okay, Bad Blood, you could defend the world title, the women's world title, the women's intercontinental title, the intercontinental title, and the tag team championships. That's all 5 titles on Raw that you could defend on that pay per view. And same with SmackDown. But because they put both Raw and SmackDown on every pay per view, and the brand split is pretty much non existent now, it's kind of messing everything up and making everything just weird and like it's I don't know. And then like but I also get they want to do all these PLEs and go to all these different crazy countries and they're making like unfathomable amounts of money and shit, which is all good, but I feel that certain things are suffering. I feel the world titles are fine and the women's titles are fine, but everything
Yeah.
under that is suffering. The tag team titles and tag team division is suffering. The rest of the women's division is suffering because of it, and it just kind of sucks because like the era that we're in right now with WWE is like the probably the best era that we've had since fucking the Attitude Era, and it just you want to see everybody flourish and everybody have success with how good it is right now, and it sucks that fucking not everybody gets that, and it seems like with these titles especially, like it seems like they've bitten off more than they can chew with it because you get yourself into a situation where either you have to say, besides like the main men's and women's titles, you have to say fuck these other championships, or either that or you have to make your fucking pay-per-view like 8 fucking hours long to have every single title defended and have a fucking feud and storyline for every single title. And it just seems like they got way too much going on to handle.
Yeah. I don't know. What I think should happen is I think at least the main 4, it's okay to have
Mm-hmm.
like more than fucking 5 matches. If you had like 9 matches on the main 4, Mania, Rumble, fucking maybe not the Rumble actually. Like okay, so the main 3, like Survivor
Mm-hmm.
Series, SummerSlam, and Mania. If you had more than fucking 5 matches on those cards, okay, and then you had
Mm-hmm.
like different pay-per-views for each brand and making it to where it's fair on each brand with the
Mm-hmm.
5 match limit or whatever with all those pay-per-views, okay.
Yeah.
But this, it's not working
Yeah.
because dead ass Miller City Machine Guns is probably their biggest signing in the past 3-4 months,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like they've just been sidelined,
Yeah.
and they're
And
tag champs.
yeah. And it
Like,
felt like a big moment when they won it too, because it like, and then it just after they won it, it's like now they're doing this whole thing with DIY, and it's just like I'm glad they're doing stuff, but it's just they don't feature them on pay per views. It's like the same thing with like they're doing all this stuff with the Wyatt Six, but the Wyatt Six
yeah,
has
that's what I
not
was
been
about to say
featured on the
too.
PLE yet since they've been
Yeah,
back.
and that's really pissing me off because like why would you not feature them on a PLE? They're like one of the biggest things in your company right now.
You know,
Like
honestly, what they should have done instead of the women's war games, they should have fucking done Liv versus Rhea, because that's honestly what the whole women's war games was even about anyway. And they could have did that, and then fucking they could have honestly they could have just taken Gunther and Damian Priest off the show completely, because it really didn't even need to be there. And then they could have put Liv and Rhea to fucking end that, and then they could have did a War Games with the Wyatt Six and Final Testament, and it probably would have been better, and people probably would have enjoyed that more.
yeah, shit would have
But
banged. But the thing is that they're doing good. I'm not saying they're doing bad, but they have an issue that they really need to fucking fix. You know.
and it also, like, another thing that frustrates me is like how the brand split is just non-existent now, really, and
Yeah.
people can just go on whatever show, and it's like, what's the point of having titles on each show when anybody just go to any fucking show when they want? But you have general managers of both shows. You have fucking Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, and they want to act like they're the GMs. And then whenever they have Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce interact, they always have them interact as if, oh, fucking, like, you need to control your talent on Raw and you need to control your talent on SmackDown. But it's like they act like there's a brand split, but there really isn't. And I don't really, it just kind of frustrates me, because it's like either you have a brand split or you don't, and it's just in this weird gray area where it's like there's a brand split, but there's also not one at the same time. And then, like, that's another thing that I'm thinking about, because I know after WrestleMania they always do a fucking draft or a fucking the Vince McMahon idea, the fucking superstar shakeup, the fucking stupid shit. Like, they always do that, but it's like, is it even gonna matter if they draft the rosters, because everybody just shows up on every fucking show? Like, even fucking when they're going to Netflix in January, they already said fucking Roman Reigns is gonna be on the show, and they already said fucking CM Punk is gonna be on the show, and they want all their top stars on the show, but it's like Roman is on SmackDown, like. But I don't. It's so, I can't even explain it. It's just they want all their top stars on each show, but because they put all their top stars on each show, everybody else just kind of gets left out, and it's just kind of like, what the fuck are we doing with everybody else that we have signed?
I don't know, man.
And then with NXT, it's like people are saying, oh, they want to call this person up from NXT and this person and that person, and then you got to think what's gonna, like, become of, like, when Trick
That's
Williams gets called up, or when Ethan
that's
Page gets called
why
up and shit like that.
that's why like when people say, "Oh, Tatum should get called up," or when you like joke, "Oh, maybe Tatum's gonna get called up," I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
no, just no, like because right now, just no. Because when they get called up, it feels like they get lost in the shuffle. Blair Davenport,
Mm-hmm.
Lyra fucking Valkyria, goddamn fucking Indy Hartwell. What the fuck did Indy Hartwell do after she won? Keep in mind, she won the NXT Women's Championship, got
Yeah,
called up when she had the title, and then did absolutely dog shit else.
yeah. I
Like,
don't know. Like, their main focus is the whole bloodline thing. Like, that is their top priority over everything else. And then it just kind of feels like that. Like, all of that is fucking amazing, but everything under that just kind of feels like it just gets less and less importance as it goes down. And I don't really know like what like because even if they did do a draft and like do the brand exclusive shit again and brand exclusive pay per views, would that fix their problems?
I think it would fix some of them, at least.
At least you would get fucking all the titles on the pay per views,
Yeah, yeah.
but I don't I don't know honestly. Like it's hard to say like because I want them to build new people as well, but at the same time, like I understand like just how fucking popular somebody like Rhea Ripley is, and like obviously they're gonna want her in a top spot, or like obviously they're gonna want Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes or Gunther in a top spot. Like I get that,
Well, I mean,
but
say what you want about Vince, but he was able to do that, have the person like that in a top spot, but still build new stars. I mean, they weren't great new stars. I mean, that I I don't really know who was really clamoring for Mark Henry to be champion, while them still building like having like Sheamus and Randy Orton still like
mhm.
there, but
uh, I don't know. I feel like this is all gonna be a clusterfuck at least until WrestleMania.
yeah,
Because then you also gotta think, well, fucking this next year is gonna be the whole John Cena retirement tour thing. So John Cena like is gonna take priority over some stuff as well.
yeah,
And like especially for Mania, they're gonna have a John Cena match. You know they're gonna have a Randy Orton match. They're gonna have a CM Punk match. They're gonna have a Roman Reigns match, a Cody Rhodes match. You know they're gonna want The Rock to wrestle at WrestleMania. And it's like, you know, obviously you should have all your biggest stars and attractions and legends on the biggest show of the year, but at the same time, it kind of feels like like younger talents should be getting that spotlight as well.
yeah.
I'm not saying fucking get all these old fucks out of here. I don't want them to leave. Trust me, I don't. But fucking at the same time, it's
There's
like,
also a thing of like if it gets to the point where we get to Mania next year and
mhm,
people like the Motor City Machine Guns, the Wyatt Six, fucking just multiple people aren't on the Mania card that probably should be, that's featured on Raw and SmackDown weekly, I think that's a big problem. That's where I'm going
yeah,
to kind of draw the line there. Because it's just like, we're getting a Mania, and there's 2 nights of Mania. Usually there's like 8 or 9 matches apiece on those nights, right?
yeah,
Why the fuck isn't there room for these people, you know?
yeah. I
I
don't
don't know,
know.
man.
It's just it's just a mess, honestly.
And it's a real contrast for how we were talking last year around Survivor Series and how we are now, because it's just like, yeah, like some of this stuff is good, but it's just like some of it's just a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
So
But fucking, I guess we'll see what happens when we get to Saturday night's main event, and then we get to the Rumble, and
are we gonna review Saturday night's main event? I'm curious.
well, fucking, I requested off work so we could watch Survivor Series, and I requested off so we could watch Deadline. I didn't know fucking Saturday night's main event was gonna be the fucking week after that, on the fucking
Fuck,
14th.
I didn't know either.
So I could try to request it off. I don't know if I can or not,
If
but
not, I think it would be fine, but
mm,
fucking I think it's like an NBC special. So I don't even think it's going to be like a full-on pay-per-view. I think it's going to be like a 2-hour show because it's on NBC.
yeah, fucking.
So
But there is something that we do have to say about tonight because I seen this on Twitter. I don't know if you did. Apparently, Survivor Series tonight was the final ever pay per view that is going to be aired on the WWE network because apparently
Oh
the
shit.
WWE network is officially shutting down after tonight. So they're not going to have any more pay per views on the WWE network, and everything's going to be Peacock and
Well,
Netflix now.
yeah, so I did want to say that it's going to be Netflix for the UK at the start of
Mm-hmm.
January. Fucking, we have time because it's going to, through 2026, we have Peacock here in the US. So thank God,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Fucking, uh, cause somebody posted about it on Twitter and they're like, fucking, the first pay per view that was on the WWE network was in like fucking 2015, I think they said, or something like that. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like how long the
It
network's
had
been
to have been
around.
2014, actually.
I think so because I remember the whole reason they ended Undertaker's streak was because they wanted to promote the WWE network. So it had to have
Yeah,
been
so
2014.
I believe the first pay-per-view was actually, I want to say it was WrestleMania 30 on WWE Network.
Jesus, so it has been fucking 10 years of the network.
Yeah,
Man, I missed the network. It was such a good thing.
I know.
Never had any problems with it either. And then Peacock, fucking, I mean, Peacock is alright. When it works really well, but when it doesn't, it is
I'll tell you.
irritating.
I'll tell you right now. Fucking Peacock compared to what my fucking viewing experience on Netflix with the fucking Mike Tyson Jake Paul
Oh
fight,
my god.
I will take Peacock, bro. I don't care. I don't care if it's delayed. I don't care whatever. I don't care. I'll take it. At least I can watch the
Mm,
show.
yeah. But I just want to say rest in peace to the WWE network.
Rest in
I
peace.
remember it spawned the whole fucking 9.99 meme and shit.
Yep.
Crazy, man. I remember having the WWE Network app on my fucking PS4 for so long, and then it changed to Peacock, and it was just never the same.
Yeah.
Fucking. But yeah, rest in peace to the WWE Network. You will be missed.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but fucking somebody put nobody. Then they put Jimmy Uso in the 2024 War Games, and they put the. It's a perk angle fucking
Oh my
compilation.
god.
Uh,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Well, do we have any fucking thing else to say?
Uh, Not really. Honestly, I know next week. Well, obviously we're reviewing NXT and then reviewing Deadline. We might cover Saturday night's main event. I don't know. Depends on really what the card is. See if I'm even interested
Yeah.
in watching it. Um, but yeah, after that, that's gonna be it for the year for pay per views, and we're not gonna get a pay per view until probably fucking February with the Rumble.
Yeah.
So, and they already
Because
announced
honestly,
the Chamber is gonna be in March.
uh, it's gonna be nice to have like. See, I'm gonna say this too, and then NXT is gonna announce something. But fucking, it's gonna be nice to fucking have like a month without pay-per-views. And I already know fucking NXT is gonna announce something now. They're gonna be like, oh, fucking,
Don't they
we're gonna
always
have a
do
pay-per-view.
fucking New Year's Evil?
Yeah, but that's usually just on their show. It's not like
Mm,
a pay-per-view.
mm.
So,
Uh, I'm assuming they'll probably do Vengeance Day again next year.
probably.
But anyways, overall, my opinion, I don't think this was as good as Survivor Series last year. For what it was a alright pay-per-view. I would say if you were to go out of your way to watch anything, definitely watch the men's War Games, especially if
Yeah.
you're invested in the Bloodline storyline. Uh, I would say definitely watch the Intercontinental title triple threat, and honestly, those are probably the only two things from the show that would be like, yeah, like it's worth checking out. So, but yeah, fucking, that's really my opinion on it. I thought the show was alright. Honestly, Bad Blood
Yeah.
was kind of better.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that show had Goldberg on it. So,
I don't like to remember that.
well, you're gonna have to when he has his retirement match next year. That's another fucking person that's probably gonna be on WrestleMania.
See, I swear to God, if Goldberg gets a match on fucking Mania but the Wyatt Six doesn't, I'm finding you, Triple H.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Someone said the men's War Games from Survivor Series 2024. It's a clip of The Rock saying, "Damn, that was some good shit."
Jesus.
But yeah, fucking, we may or may not review Saturday night's main event. So if we do, you'll get a review of it. If not, then just stay tuned for the deadline review. But yeah. That being said, is there anything else you want to say, Austin?
Not really.
Well, that being said, thank you guys for watching this fucking review slash fucking Austin going on a rant. We'll be back for NXT on Tuesday and Deadline on Saturday, so we'll see you there.